Yo, what's up? It's Rika. So, I made a post on Twitter asking you guys what your hot takes were for the game, whether or not what can make the game better, what can make it worse, and I did get a hefty amount of replies. So let's go ahead and go through some of these. I won't be able to go through all of them in this video, but maybe sometime next week or sometime during the week when I have free time, I will get through the rest of them. Without further ado, let's get started. New Brawl Stars is better. People are blind by nostalgia. 2023 had the best updates, and 2024 is the year where we had the most content. I feel like in a way, this is very true. I didn't play a lot through 2023, mainly because I was playing other games, but from what I had saw, it was pretty enjoyable. I feel like that's when things started taking a turn. I came back during the Sands of Time season, and now that I think about it, this year has been a great year in terms of content for Brawl Stars. We've been getting a lot more updates, we've been getting some balance changes, and most of them are pretty good. We've been also getting more events and overall more things to do. While I do believe that some prior seasons had more events, this year has definitely been an amazing season for events, and I do really want to see the future of this game and its events. Nerfing Charlie instead of reworking her strong points to the worst is a mistake. Well, I do agree with this. When Charlie was absolutely broken, she was the #1 most banned brawler throughout monthly finals. And I feel like instead of countering her strong points, like the cocoon, the gadgets, I feel like they just straight up beat her to the ground until she wasn't usable anymore. I remember fearing Charlie's in gem grab to not caring enough about Charlie. Well, I do agree with this. I agree with this heavily, because the fact that we could take a brawler, beat it down from the best to the worst brawler in the game is absolutely crazy. Take Janet, for example, and during her season, she was the most OP brawler, and then a little over time, she became the worst brawler in the game. So I do agree with this, and I do believe that this is very true. Gem grab is by far the worst game of the main game modes. Okay, no. So first of all, Heist exists. Heist went from being a, skillful game mode to destroying the enemy safe to who can beat the shit out of it the fastest with Mo and other different brawlers. I do agree that gem grab is a make or break game mode, but at the same time, so is Heist. And once you lose control of Heist, coming from a competitive standpoint, you lose the game entirely. It's pretty easy to come back with gem grab since you do have 15 seconds, but even then those 15 seconds can just be stalling. But I do believe that it's not correct. While I do believe that gem grab is a pretty bad mode that needs some fixes, and it was funner during, gotta go fast, but all in all, I don't feel like it's the worst. It's definitely up there for second or third worst, but definitely not the worst. Night Witch Mortis should be remodeled into a legendary skins with voice lines from the Night Witch. Okay, this is interesting. I have not seen a take like this, but that would be cool. I do want to see more Clash Royale inside of Brawl Stars. While, it's supposed to be a second game and it's supposed to be its own thing, we have had multiple collabs with, we have had a collab with Squad Busters, and we did have a collab back in Clash Royale, but that was during the open-ended beta of the game. But I do believe something like this would be amazing, and I would love to see this. 50 likes on this video, and I'll make a concept. I will actually draw out a concept, make the pins, blah, blah, blah. 50 likes on this video, I'll make the concept. But only for 50 likes. Trust, guys. Trust. I take skill. I think he's referring to, Tick taking skill. Absolutely not. Tick can sit behind an indestructible wall and has 3 projectiles. 6 if you're running the gadget. No, I do not believe that you are skilled. And maybe in a 1v1 scenario, you do take skill. Maybe in certain scenarios you do take skill, but in game modes like Bounty, in game modes like Gem Grab, Knockout, you don't take skill. Tick does not take skill. And I would argue he is one of the top 5 brawlers that you need to just turn your brain off and you could probably win 9 times out of 10. Mastery is super lame cosmetically. The game is about a large roster of very distinct characters, and mastery to encourage players to main specific brawlers, which is a concept only for them to learn complex and require dedication to learn. Cosmetically, yes, this is a very big thing. Cosmetically, mastery is absolutely serving no purpose, and you have more of an off chance buying an epic skin if you want cosmetics. Then again, I don't believe that the cosmetic aspect should be something about mastery. I feel like mastery was introduced more for a progression thing. But I do agree. I feel like mastery is a thing that we throw around. And just because you have gold 3 on a certain brawler, it doesn't mean that you've mastered every single mechanic about them and everything about them. But I can make a whole video talking about how mastery sucks and how it can get revamped, but I am not going to waste that time. 100 likes and I'll do it. Star drops over mega boxes. Now, this is a very, very popular one as of lately. While I do believe, as someone who's been playing the game since 2018, I do believe that mega boxes are not that great. But then again, there wasn't just mega boxes. There were brawl boxes, big boxes, and mega boxes. And I do believe that if we include all those 3, then boxes would be better than star drops. The main reason is because at least with mega boxes, you are guaranteed at least something. With a star drop, you have absolutely no idea. You can get a legendary star drop, but open it up and get Caveman Frank. There is so many ways that a star drop could go wrong compared to a mega box or a brawl box. At the end of the day, it just comes down to RNG, and I don't think this is like a necessary hot take. I feel like this is just something that's like, oh, this is something that needs to be changed, or this is something that needs to be addressed. But I do agree, star drops are pretty good in terms of progression, but I feel like if you're just looking at cosmetic wise, then yes, mega boxes would be better than star drops. As a Poco main, I feel like Serenade just feels like a super rare. Well, yeah, really. I mean, it's a Valentine's skin. You can't really be unique when it comes to Valentine's Day skins. And overall, at the end of the day, I feel like when it comes to making a Valentine's themed skin, you are really limited to just hearts, happy themes, and just that's it. But I do agree with you on that point, because I just feel like in terms of animations, super attack, and model, I find myself using any other skin than that. Desperado, way better. Possessed, way better. It ultimately just comes down to preference. Then again, there are people that think Serenade is the best thing that has ever dropped, and they're weird for that. Stu takes absolutely no skill. No. No. Well, as someone who does play Stu and only has him Silver 3, but does play him in the ranked seasons, I do believe that he does take a certain level of skill. I feel like it's just the matchups and whatever you're going up against. For example, if you're going up against a triple tank and you're just getting super every single time, then yeah, there are moments where let me contradict myself. There's not a moment where I see that he doesn't take skill. I mean, if you watch anyone that plays him competitively, Bilal from Moto Mommies or Luminosity Gaming's Patch the Pirate, no, he takes skill. I don't see a universe where he doesn't take skill. It's not real. And I don't believe that it's real, because something like that, it does not exist. But I will respect your opinion and I won't say anything. Dread Knight Draco is carried by voice lines. No. I mean, some of his animations are good, but at the same time, you're not really seeing them because they are pretty much just his normal animation, but with a different color on it. For example, his dragon attack is pretty much the exact same thing as his normal dragon attack, except blue. But I do feel like his voice lines are a big factor into his skin. But at the same time, isn't that one of the selling points of a legendary skin? You don't buy a legendary skin because it looks cool at times, unless it's like Virus Charlie or anything. You buy them for the voice lines at times, no? I mean, I could entirely be wrong, and if I am wrong, then please crucify me. But I do feel like in some cases, some legendary skins do get carried by the voice lines. But I mean, then again, this is just all, my opinion, what I'm saying. But yeah, I think Buster is more annoying than Frank, Clancy, or any other tank. Okay, so let me ask you this. Have you ever ran into a Frank, Kit, or Byron combo? Or better yet, have you ever run into Draco, Kit, and Poco? Yeah, no. While I do agree that Buster is very annoying in some scenarios, for example, Flying Phoenix with a Jean and a Gus, there are times where every other tank in the game is better than him. Not to mention the fact that compared to other tanks, he has equal, if not less range than other tanks. I don't believe that he's very annoying. While I do believe that some aspects of his character make him annoying, example, his gadget which pulls enemies and his immune to knockbacks or stuns star power, no, he's not more annoying than Frank. I don't believe in that. I need to see your understanding as to why you believe that. But then again, I won't judge. I am not judging. I'm simply grading this for the people on the internet, aka YouTube community, to have their 2 cents on it. Both Penny's star power should be in her base kit, plus Sandy and Stun Gadget are more toxic than Charlie and Kit as a whole, Showdown excluded. First of all, who hurt you on the Sandy? I want to know, like, who hurt you on the Sandy? But I do agree with that. Penny's a very underrated brawler, and now that she got a tile buff, I do see her getting ran a little bit, but not enough. If those were in her base kit, I do believe she would shoot up to at least mid B tier, low A tier. But I don't think they'll ever do that because, as we know, they really neglect Penny and other brawlers like Ash, Janet, and other brawlers. But there are times where Sandy can get a little toxic, and I will agree with that. So, yeah. Pumpkin Plunder should be used for competitive. What? I don't see why we should do this. I don't see why we should make our player base suffer by playing a game mode that is entirely RNG. I mean, I know other game modes like Heist exist that are complete RNG on if you just draft better, you win. But a Pumpkin Plunder? A seasonal game mode that only comes out every Halloween/Christmas in a revamped style? That's what we should be having that defies our, like, competitive. No, I really don't. That's like saying, hey guys, Snake Pirate, best bounty map ever. I love this map. No, you don't. You're lying to yourself, Jimmy. Dynamike does not take that much skill, and his stun gadget is one of, if not the best gadget in the game. So, I do agree with Dynamike not taking skill. You can sit behind walls just like Tick or any other thrower and just win. But I don't think that it is the best gadget in the game. There's Lily's Vanish gadget that lets her just sit completely. There's Cordelius' gadget that stuns and suppresses the enemy. There's, a viable other gadgets that are way more annoying that I find way more annoying than compared to something like that. But again, this is your opinion, and I will respect that. Mecha Mortis is insanely overrated. It's a good skin, but it's nowhere near being one of the best in the game. Yes, I'm glad someone finally fucking said it. It's not one of his best skins. And I don't actually like the skin myself. I run Rogue Mortis on my Mortis, and sometimes Hockey, but no, it's just an incredibly overrated skin, and I do not see the hype behind it. I get the fact that, oh, Mecha, cool voice lines. Oh, look at me, I'm RCM64. But it's just not one of his best skins. And it went from being something that you're like, oh my god, it's a Mecha Mortis, we've gotta play good now, into a, oh my god, it's Mecha Mortis, prepare for the dumbest teammate alive. Like, it's just, the change is insane to me. Sniper being number 1 is bad due to him promoting boosting Discord servers. I mean, Sniper being number 1 instead of Juan Carlos/Physic is kind of weird. I didn't actually expect it, and I remember watching Sniper's content back when I was starting, Brawl Stars. I don't exactly agree with the fact that he is promoting boosting, but at the same time, that's how some of them do, make a living, I guess. I wouldn't say make a living, but I would say just pocket money on the side. It's a weird way to describe it, but it is an ethical way to make money. I mean, boosting is a thing, and while I do not condone it, and as a tier 1 Supercell content creator, I do not recommend the fact that you do use this, so please do not use this. But yeah, don't boost. I believe in all of you. You all can get if I can get Masters twice, you guys can hit, I don't know, fucking like Supersonic Legend. Wait, this isn't Rocket League. Okay, I sound stupid now. Buzz takes more skill than Cordelius. What the absolute fuck am I reading? Neither of them take enough skill to be saying that one is better than the other. Please don't make a take like this again. I asked for hot takes. I didn't ask for something that came out of a silent home. Like, what is this? I want to blow my head off. No, neither or are more skillful than the other. Reason being is the fact that one of them is just sit and wait while the other is, what's it called? Infinite stuns for days. No, neither of them takes skill, and neither of them should be saying this one takes more skill. Like, no, what is this? 14 minutes into the video and I'm already losing my brain. Gears should cost power points. Now, this is an interesting one. Gears costing power points would definitely be a change for the game, mainly because they wouldn't know how to exactly scale it. While they would put like 1k power points equals 1k this, the thing is, we are already suffering from a gold inflation due to these things. If we were to add this, I feel like we would also have more of an inflation. It would just turn into nobody having no resources other than bling. I don't know how to feel about this, and I feel like this would be cool experimentally, and I would love to see them experiment with this, but something as far as to go into a permanent scenario? No. Please don't do it. I beg of you. God. Oh my God, I want to die on the inside. What the fuck? Saying diamond is free, or any rank is free, is a lack of touching grass. No. No, it's not. I feel like we really need to gauge what we believe is needing the grass touch and grass touching. Because something as easy as hitting diamond, it's the most simple thing to do. I don't see how this is a very complicated thing to do. I really don't. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I'm just stupid. But I don't see how this is a difficult thing. Hitting diamond is easy. It's very easy once you have a basic concept of the game. Don't lie and say that it's hard, because it's just wrong. Lily throw gadget is really good. Okay, so I have never actually okay, this is gonna sound crazy. Never have I used the throw gadget. I have never once used the Lily throw gadget, and I have gold 3 Lily. And I've used Lily for a while. I think I have like 31k mastery points on her. But I've never, and I mean never in my life, used the throw gadget, so I can never say this. 20 likes on this video. 20 likes. And I will use the Lily throw gadget in a Masters game and see what happens. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm sorry I'm going to cut it a little short. There was just so many, and I just had to like pick through and nitpick each one of them. I will make another tweet somewhere during the week, so if I didn't select yours, I will definitely do this again. But thank you guys so much for the support lately. It means a lot. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!